Man, y'all see Steve Harvey and Margie over there. All right, let's talk about it. Guys, why is it so important for Steve Harvey to be doing bad in your life? See, I done kept my cool. I done kept my quiet for far too long. For a couple of years now, y'all been trying to get at this dude. Actually, it's been longer than a couple of years. I'm just talking about where I started to take notice. And I started to zone in on this stuff. For the longest, Steve Harvey's been getting divorced. Steve Harvey took his ring off his finger. His wife took his ring out off her finger. Steve Harvey took Margie's names off her house, off their house, so she won't get nothing in the divorce. They moving out. You know, his kids is jealous of one another. Now the new things, Steve Harvey. I forgot about Margie's ex-husband is getting out of prison. And she leaving Steve for a new husband. Margie didn't want Steve anyway. She from a different type of life. She only married him just so until he get out of prison, and she gonna go back with him. Now is Margie the mess with the cook and the bodyguard and the chauffeur and all this. Guys, why is it so important for Steve Harvey to be getting a divorce from marriage? Why? Ask yourself that. What do you accomplish in life for Steve Harvey and Margie getting divorced? What do it prove for you? How do it make you have a better day? Let's just say, if it was true, only thing what it's gonna be is a talking point for you for a couple of days, and you got to go back to whatever life that you done created for yourself. See what I'm saying? I just want to know, why Steve Harvey? I don't see you guys going at other people as hard and as long as you have been for Steve Harvey. See, I'm gonna be honest. I am a supporter of Steve Harvey. Let's just get that out of the way. I like dude. Dude say a whole lot of great things, and regardless if you like it or not, a lot of stuff that he say is true. So with that said, when I see people putting this negativity on guy and he ain't asked for it, I really gotta ask y'all this question: what do you know about Steve Harvey's marriage that he don't know? Another thing, why do y'all make up narratives against people's lives? See, maybe if Steve Harvey was young in his 20s, in his 30s, maybe this stuff would catch fire, and maybe it really would do some damage to his marriage. What I'm trying to say is, y'all don't know what y'all do for click of a button with your finger pressing. Y'all have messed up people's lives. Y'all had tore people's houses up just because of the head titles, the headlines that y'all use for these social media platforms. Even though it's not true, but as soon as this person clicking and that person clicking, this person clicking, it started to catch like wildfire, just like it's true. And now that families may not be mature enough to handle a lie. One might be insecure. One might be like, it got to be some merit to this. But I'm glad he is who he is. And I had a partner that sent this to me, and I was like, man, I'm gonna be honest, I don't believe it, because y'all been going at this dude for a long freaking time. So the question I ask again is, why Steve Harvey? Why is it important for this guy to fail? I got one theory. I don't know the answer, but I do have one theory. This is when I have conversations around my circle. A lot of people like, how can this man that done been divorced twice give all this relationship advice? There are so many ways I can go with that. But I also respond, I always respond, why have you focused on the 2 times that he has been divorced, but you can't focus on a 15, 17 year marriage? See? You don't bring nothing up about that. And some of the people that's saying so much junk are people that has been divorced themselves, or people that can't hold a relationship. I rarely hear married men talking about Steve Harvey. I say that again. I rarely hear married men talking about Steve Harvey. It's mostly single men and a handful of women. Get what I'm saying? Why is that a problem? So here's the thing. I think because Steve Harvey done made something of himself. He came from comedy and he turned comedy into different avenues. And y'all just cannot fathom that this man that tells jokes can give you a life lesson at the same time. You cannot fathom that this man that been married, that has gotten a divorce, has somehow figured it out. So you want to hold this man to what he went through, going against what he have said in the recent years and even now. You're holding who he is now against who he were then. You holding against what he say now against what he did back then. Why can't you hold him against what he say now against what he did now? Why do you keep using 90s and early 2000s to make your argument when it's 2023 and beyond? Also, if you want to use the early 2000s and 1990, so what? People go through stuff. There ain't nobody that ever walked this earth that's perfect except Jesus himself. So why do you feel like that you Mr. Bad Butt and you don't have no problem, you don't have no skeletons in your closet? Because I'm pretty sure we start opening up the doors in your house, skeletons falling out. I'm pretty sure we get shovels and go in your backyard. We got a couple of dead bodies back there. Not literally, figuratively speaking. I'm just asking a question, guys. I'm going to end this by saying, if you had some business about yourself, you wouldn't even have time to make up storylines about anybody else's life. Mr. Noah all said it here first.